Hey everyone, thank you very much for watching. Today I'm going to be showing you a mod called Live Another Life. It's where you start in a jail cell and you get to talk to a statue of Mara, I think it is. You get to decide how the game's going to start for you. You can start in a whole load of different guilds, or you can start in different areas of the game. Like you can start in some of the DLC places. You can basically pick a whole load of different starting scenarios to start the game off, instead of just you're going to be beheaded and dragon attacks, which is really interesting because it can kind of throw you into the middle of like the Thieves Guild, or into the middle of a town or whatever, just so it's a very different way to start the game. It can really increase the type of immersion you get from it if you really enjoy Skyrim immersion. So here I'm talking to the statue, and you can see I kind of just scroll through a bunch of the options to kind of let you see what you've got. You can choose the vanilla start. You can start by getting attacked by Alduin, but if you really enjoy like the immersion, this is a very nice start where you can basically pick what way you want to start the game. You want to start as a thief, you want to start as part of the Dark Brotherhood, you want to start just rolling around the game. You escape from this prison cell.
Leaving your life to chance.
So at the start here,
So
I just
be it.
decided, oh, surprise me, I don't know what's gonna happen. So it took me a minute to figure out what I had to do after I pressed that. I didn't read the small pop-up that says you need to go to sleep. So basically with this mod, you go in, you pick what you want to do, you go to sleep, and boom, you're in the middle of your game. You just play straight away. It's really nice, very smooth, I find. During this video I will kind of show you me just reloading save and picking different ways to start the game. So I start in the Thieves Guild, the Brotherhood, or whatever. So here the surprise me, started me straight into the middle of the Stormcloaks. I've joined the Stormcloak Rebellion. They're kind of deciding what they're going to do to continue the rebellion for Ulfric to take over the throne. Really good storyline. If you haven't played this side of the storyline, it's actually fantastic. I first started playing as an Imperial. It was really good fun. Then I've decided recently in my most recent playthrough to do the Stormcloak storyline, and it's really nice. I really don't like Ulfric, but I kind of understand where he's coming from. They're being taken over, they're kind of getting screwed by the Imperials, but then Ulfric's kind of just an ass, so I don't like him, but I do like the storyline. It's really good fun, and hey, they're Nords, they go yeah, and they shout and chop things with swords. It's quite fun.
A life filled with
So
opportunity
here I
awaits you,
decided to
traveler.
pick a random town, where I pick Raven Rock, which is one of the DLC towns. It's the DLC from Dragonborn, I think. So you arrive on a boat to Raven Rock. It's like, hey look, you're a new person in this town, so you don't have to fight any dragons. You just kind of get dumped in the middle of the town, in the middle of the quest line, and you kind of have to work it out from there. I decided to turn the camera because you're sitting on a boat, you want to see the view. Skyrim's beautiful. And the boat just starts flying through the rocks here. I was just like, what the hell, and just kept spinning it. At one point I get to the option to interact with like a house door to try to unlock it. I really should have mashed that button to see what was going on. Like right there, it was just like, oh, I should have clicked it. So you kind of get spoken to by some guy introducing you, saying, oh, this is Morrowind, blah blah blah. So I just reloaded and continued on. I'm gonna join the Thieves Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, because I thought the Dark Brotherhood was, well, if you did like killing people in Skyrim, you don't mind it. It's really fun. I really enjoyed the story. It's such a weird, creepy storyline. You kill some person and you wake up and you're kidnapped and you gotta pick which person to kill, and it's really nice. I love how all the decisions matter in the game to the next quest line. What I don't like is whenever you make decisions in the game as a whole, nothing really changes. Like, say you're part of the Dark Brotherhood and you complete the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Okay, the Dark Brotherhood's changed, a lot has happened, there's different people and stuff, but the entire game isn't really different. The Skyrim isn't different. The towns that you're in aren't different. It makes me kind of sad. So here I'm picking again from the statue of Mara, and I'm going to increase the speed quite a lot, so these sounds will be really messed up. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to break out of this cage and see what's going on, see where I'm at, see what's in the prison. So I eventually break this nice wee lock, and I beat the crap out of some ghost. You get a whole bunch of, like, you get a sword, shield, some kind of weapons and stuff. It's pretty nice. Sorry, not weapons. You get some armor. You get a bow. You know. There's a kind of general starter stuff that you find. You get some food and potions. It's really nice, but as you can see later on, the rest of the video will just be me playing through that bit. As you can see later on, I open up the map, and I'm kind of to the east of Whiterun. It's just past the highest rock bar for the world. So just past there, just to the right. So I don't even know if that's a real part on the map. I've never actually explored in the actual Skyrim. I've only tried it on this mod account, so I really should go and have a look to see if that prison actually exists, and if there's anything there, you know, if there's a quest line to do with it or anything. So if you really enjoyed my video, I'm going to make some more videos about really random mods. Some I'm going to be like utility mods, like this is kind of a utility mod. Some are going to be like, oh, you know, here's some extra weapons in the game. And, you know, I'm going to do some really cool random mods of, one I found was a My Little Pony follower, another one I found was like Infinite God Ring, you're invincible, which is really cool. And, you know, I'm going to try those things like that. I found on the PC, the Nexus version, there's a mod that can make Skyrim into a toon town. It's basically like it looks kind of like some like old school RuneScape graphics. Not old school RuneScape graphics, a bit better than that, where you've got your graphics on low settings and you've kind of everything's really like flat and plain down, and it's really fun looking. I wish I could install that mod, but for now I'm gonna have to deal with My Little Pony followers and things like that. So thanks very much for watching. Have an excellent day.